De ganas de dormir a su ladito.
Hey everyone, how are you doing? So, as you can see, there's a complete mess behind of me. And yeah, I'm packing. I've got a long journey ahead of me. And this is all I want to take with me, so let's pack. So yes, after lots of fighting, I finally was able to close my bag, and there's still some stuff which I can't take with me, but it's alright. Now the other bag with the electronics, and I'm done. So guys, probably you have been wondering, where am I going? And I just arrived at my destination. Yay! But I have to go into quarantine. Ooh. So yeah guys, I finally arrived at my destination. I have to isolate myself for a few days, but it's gonna be worth it. Hello everyone and welcome to a new video of mine. As you can see, this is not the usual setting which you are used to from our last video. And the main reason for that is that I left Germany, or I left the place where I used to stay at, and moved across half the world to the country of Chile, which is also the country a huge part of my family comes from, and it's great to be back here. So a lot of stuff happened in the last months, and it was lots of adjusting, lots of work to do, but finally I'm here after a few years and I'm very happy so far. So yeah, what has happened? I started working almost straight away as I moved here. I am working with a company called Explorer, specific in the Explorer Atacama, where I work as a guide, and this means that I get to show the people and our guests here the beautiful surrounding area which we have in the driest desert of the world, which is the Atacama Desert. So that has been really cool. A part of that, I of course stayed as my family, and specifically at the farm which they do have. It's always nice to be there, and it's great to see the changes which arise there. You know, the last time I was here was 2.5 years ago, and it was very different to what you can see today. My family and me as well, we work with animals, which means there's always something to do, to either feed them, to organize stuff for them, and so far and so on. This is my dog. This is not my dog, but the dog which lives with us, Doki. And yeah, so in the next video I will show you some specific event which we just had at my family's place, but it will not be in this video, as otherwise the video will be too long. And yeah, also I want to show you a little bit of the excursions I have done in these past days. Of course, it's only a few impressions, as I can't be filming always all the time, but I hope you enjoy at least what you can see and what I can show you. And yeah, also here's the area of my hotel. I work in the exploration area, And then there's also the place where I live at. I do live in the complex of the hotel, but we guides have our own area, and this is some impressions of it. Of course, in the future you will see more of it as I want to continue posting videos on YouTube. And finally, another highlight which happened these last weeks was a trip to Talabre. Talabre is a little town, or either, it's a little town, you can say, in the middle of nowhere, on an altitude of over 3,000 meters. And it's very, very close to the mountains, right? And the reason for us going there was that we had to gather some animals which live in the free area, let's say it. The family which owns those animals is connected to my family, and it was a great experience for me as we drove with a car and had to collect all the animals which live in the area, and they live there freely, which means you really have to look for them and to see where they are. After collecting all the llamas in this case, we started counting them, and luckily all of them were there, which is something very rarely happened, as sometimes they move to other places or you don't see them and such. But this time all the llamas were there. We also took one with us as it was sold, and if you follow me on Instagram you probably have seen it in my stories. So that was a really, really lovely and crazy experience to drive in the open desert, to see the vastness and the infinity of this huge world we are living in. And yes, my friends, what's the future of this channel? As I mentioned before, I want to continue posting videos, so that is something I will try to do, and hopefully you can enjoy what you see, maybe even come here someday. And if you have any questions, just ask. And yeah, what about the trip to this place? It was a really, really long flight which I had to do to come here. I also had to go into quarantine for 7 whole days in isolation, which was very difficult. I also filmed a little bit in there, and if you want to, you can let me know and I might post a video about it, because the experience in itself was kind of really bizarre. That's the end of the video, my friends. I hope you liked it, and I hope you can enjoy it, the future videos as well. So thanks for watching and goodbye.